Hey everybody, welcome to this channel. Today we want to talk about how to deal with debt collectors. Make sure to watch until the end, because it's one of the most amazing hacks you have ever seen. Please, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos and much more. Once you take debt from a company, after a little while the debt collector is after you for payment on a consumer debt you owe. Debt collection practices can be irritating at best, and predatory or criminal at worst. We all must learn different ways to deal with debt collectors and never feel scared of them. You must understand what are your rights if you have borrowed money. If your debtor's phone calls you or visit your door every other day, don't make any rash step due to panic and first watch this video till the end. In this video, we will talk about how to deal with debt collectors. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the channel to see our latest content. Without further ado, let's begin the video. Before you make plans to deal with the problem, gather information from the debt collectors without admitting that it is yours. Inquire about the original creditor, the original debt amount, and the amount owing. The more information the debt collector can supply is the better. Admitting a debt is yours may cause the clock to restart on old debt, so never confirm, even if you are certain the debt is yours. Legitimate debt collectors are obligated to give you a letter explaining your outstanding obligation, such as who the original creditor is and how much you owe. You should also get information on how to contest the debt, which can be useful if the debt in question isn't yours. Avoid excessive chatting, regardless of whether you can pay the bill or not. Don't say anything over the phone, including whether or not you can pay and how you intend to do so. Request a letter containing the original debt information instead. Once you receive the letter and now you are sure that the debt is yours, ask questions to the collectors and tell them that you will pay a certain amount in a certain percentage. If the amount is huge, you won't be able to pay it right away. So better it is to decide first how much amount you can pay monthly. Don't rush to make a payment when a debt collector reaches you. Just as you wouldn't get into a contract without first reading the conditions. Consider all of your choices for repaying a collecting debt. Many people are embarrassed to be in debt, and that's what debt collectors play on. They create a sense of urgency and prey on your pain areas in order to get you to pay. Don't pay instantly and don't provide the collector any payment information he or she may use later. Making a single payment, even if it is only $5 or $10, is an acknowledgement of the debt and can have major consequences. Making a payment, for example, if the debt is past the statute of limitations, can reset the clock and may result in a lawsuit or wage garnishment. When a debt is transferred from the original creditor to a third party, who may subsequently resell the obligation, and so on, record-keeping generally falls by the wayside. Many auction debts have errors on the amount owed or even who owes it. As a result, debt collection techniques are the most common cause of consumer complaints to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. In 2016, more than 88,000 complaints were made, with the most common reason being consumers being forced to pay the debt they did not own. If you haven't received a validation letter from the debt collector within 5 business days of initial contact, request one. It should include information about the debt, the collecting agency, and how to contest the claim. If the debt is yours, gather your own records on it, including information on the original creditor and your payment history. Keep detailed records of all communications with the debt collector and prior payments. For the finest documentation, you should send it certified mail. Through communication, you can determine how and when debt collectors can contact you, as well as when they must stop communicating with you. Debt collectors are not allowed to use obscene language or threaten violence. Debt collectors cannot deceive you about who they are, how much money you owe, or the legal consequences of not paying your debt, such as by threatening arrest. You have the right to contest the debt. If you contest the debt within 30 days of first contact, the collector cannot demand payment until the dispute is resolved. If you believe your FDCPA rights have been violated, you may submit a complaint with the CFPB. Your state may provide additional consumer safeguards. Check with your local legal assistance or the Office of the State Attorney General. Understand your federal and state rights during the debt collection process. Your state's Attorney General and the Federal Trade Commission are also excellent resources. Know how to use your consumer rights and don't be afraid to do so, whether it's sending a letter to debt collectors requesting more information on the debt or insisting that a debt collector cease contact. If a mysterious company you've never heard of contacts you to settle a debt, don't tell them anything, instead ask them questions regarding who they are and where is their company. However, keep in mind that the company contacting you isn't always the same as the one with whom you originally had a debt. It could have obtained your address or phone number from a variety of sources, including the original creditor, your credit record, or an online search. If a debt collector obtained your information from the original creditor, they will have your personal information, such as where you reside, the amount owing, and the company you previously owed money to. If they are actually real debt collectors, then they should share all the information about their company and regarding your debt. Having debt exposes you to a range of debt collection schemes. Even if you don't owe any money, there are plenty of people who will try to deceive you into paying. Keep a lookout for the following indicators to ensure that a debt collector is legitimate, so keep an eye on your mailbox. A validation letter is one technique to ensure that you're dealing with a legitimate debt collector. If you've recently received a phone call from an alleged debt collector, seek a validation letter before attempting to pay off the amount in question. Even if the company is legitimate and the debt is legitimate, there is a risk that it is not yours. Request personal information about the debt, including the originating creditor and the amount owed. While the debt may be real, it could be for someone else who shares your name, or it could be the result of identity fraud. Make certain that you can pay in the manner of your choice. If the individual on the phone claims that you may only pay by wire transfer or prepaid debit card, you may be dealing with a scammer. Many genuine debt companies will help you pay the debt the way that is easiest for you. Remember that debtors can trespass on your property. They cannot employ domineering techniques or harsh language to annoy or contact you at unreasonable times or more than is necessary. They are not allowed to mislead or deceive you, take unfair advantage of you because of disease, handicap, age, illiteracy, or a lack of comprehension of the law. Discuss your debt with someone else without your consent. Knowing what to do if you get a call from a debt collector will help you deal with it. Debt collectors must follow certain rules in order to collect on past debt, so it's critical that you understand your rights in this circumstance. Don't dismiss debt collectors. Obtain as much information as you can, and get it in writing. To prevent falling for debt collection scams or resetting the clock on past debt, avoid disclosing personal information over the phone. Keep a record of every session you have with a debt collector. The date and time of contact, the name of the debt collector and the company for which they work, how they reached you in person, via phone, letter, email, or text, who stated what. That's a wrap for today. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below for your suggestions. See you at the next video.